All right, check this out. Nearly half of Americans will spend more this year on holiday plans to make up for last year. That's according to a recent survey from a firm. Joining us today to help us with some tips to avoid overspending, of course, because I know I'm very guilty of doing this during the holidays.
Yes.
We've had Ashley Feinstein-Gertzley, the founder of Fiscal Femme. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us. Let's kick this off. What's the #1 tip for making sure we don't overspend this holiday season?
My #1 tip for holiday budgeting this season is to map out your spending and spread out your costs. So map out what you're going to spend for the holidays each month before and after, and then also spread out those costs. By pacing ourselves, we can set a realistic monthly budget. I've partnered with a firm and I recommend them because they offer a transparent way to spread out those costs or pay over time on anything from airfare, kitchen appliances, and gifts without the hidden or late fees that you might find with credit cards.
Okay, that's a good tip. Now, if you are using your credit card, how do you make sure you aren't spending too much in interest?
Yes, we want to minimize the amount of interest that we pay. So if you're financing something using interest, I recommend looking at an interest calculator to see what that total cost is of the item and how much you're paying in interest. It's also important to understand the type of interest you're paying. If it's simple interest, compound interest, deferred interest, each of those is different.
Okay. What about any tips for controlling those hidden holiday costs?
That's what gets me, yeah.
I think of hidden costs in two ways. So first, we tend to focus on gifts. A recent survey from a firm showed that 7 in 10 Americans overspend during the holidays. And we want to include all of those different holiday expenses, not just the gifts. So if we are hosting, the party supplies, the outfits that we get for parties, the host gifts, the travel to see family, maybe for going ice skating, there's a cost associated. So creating that holistic holiday budget and deciding what's worth it and what we want to spend and splurge on and what we want to let go of or not spend on.
Okay.
Yes, I love this advice you're giving. And I also know that you have a mantra, which is what you buy matters. What do you mean by that, Ashley?
Yes, what we buy does matter. So with every purchase we make, we have the opportunity to invest in the world we want to see and align our spending with our values. And so during the holidays, maybe you purchase a gift from a woman-owned business or a BIPOC-owned business or a business that's working to be more sustainable. We have a lot of opportunities to make those types of choices during the holidays.
Yes,
Okay.
we certainly do.
Yeah.
That's a great tip right there. And finally, for our viewers and for ourselves, where do we go for more information?
You can learn more about Affirm at affirm.com, and you can follow along my budgeting tips at thefiscalfemme.com.
Ashley, thank you so much for joining us. Those are some great tips. I need to get on my budget right now and tackle that.
I know that I'm terrible with mine. I will admit, I'm a last-minute shopper when it comes to the holidays.
Oh,
and
yes.
so to say, like, oh, spread things out, I do need to do that, but I know me, and it's just like, crunch time!
Crunch time.
I need to do all the things at once.
I know. Spreading it out is a good idea, especially this year when we're hearing there's shortages of things and
Yes.
all of that. So starting early, starting now.